First of all, I love the fact that you have the Cowherd Show logo. Point that out to the people. Move that little. Look at that. I got you, man. That is sweet. That may be my career high there.
You support me, I support you, man. That's how it works. I got you.
His brother, David Carr, I'm told, is just right behind him. Let me start with this. I was saying the other day, there was a stat that came out. And I said, I think interceptions are overrated. I don't mind if my quarterback throws interceptions. That means he's throwing the ball down the seam. He's taking chances. Yeah. He's sitting there in the pocket because you can't throw deep on a three-step drop. When you're a quarterback, Derek, do you ever let go of the ball on longer routes, knowing you're not quite certain of the result? Take me through the psychology of a guy like you with a good arm that throws deep, because you do throw deep, and interceptions and how you perceive them.
Yeah, it's something that starts in practice. I tell all my wideouts that it's either you or nobody. I'm always going to give you a chance to make a play. I'm always going to give you that 50-50 ball, no matter who's guarding you. I will continue to give you a chance until the other team catches it. And so I just put it on their shoulders, and that way they know, hey, if my quarterback wants to throw me the ball, I need to go make a play. And if I make a bad throw, which it's going to happen, then go knock it down for me. And if they do that, I'm probably going to be more apt to throw it to them as if, even if they caught it. So as I drop back and you have that one-on-one matchup on a longer throw, deeper throw, there are times where you don't know who's going to come down with it. But it's that belief and trust in your teammate that, either he's going to catch it or he's going to rip the guy's head off so he doesn't. It's that belief right there that, makes you want to throw it.
You completed 64% of your throws. We're in an era. Joe Namath completed 50%. We're in an era now where we expect our quarterbacks to complete 64, 65. And there's more bubble screens, and there are safer throws. Do you sometimes, because you've got a good arm, are there times that you have ever called out of a safer throw because you just want to exercise your ability to throw deep? Again, take me to in-game decisions that, because you could complete 70%, Derek, if you wanted to, you could do bubble screens all game. Yeah. How do you reconcile all that stuff?
Yeah, it's not as fun, you want to push the ball down the field. And there was an instance in we were playing San Diego at home, who's now LA, but we were playing them at home, and we had some slants called on 4th and 1, I believe. And Crabtree comes in the huddle, and I said, "Hey man, he's going to sit heavy inside right here. How about you run a sluggo, and let's just hit him deep right here, and let's win it now." And he said, "Okay." And we ran the sluggo and we hit it. So that was an perfect instance where we could have took the slant and hopefully he got inside and catch it and fall for the first down. But we kind of knew, they kind of knew, hey, it's 4th and 1. Might as well do a little move and run by him.
Derek Carr. When Tom Brady got hurt years ago, Derek, that he came back in the following year, I noticed that he was really aware of pressure around his knees and his feet. It took him a while. I tell the story. I used to drive a little motorcycle as a kid. I crashed hard one summer. It took me 2 years to get back on that thing and feel like, okay, I'm not going to get hurt. You hear people talk about that. You're coming off an injury. How do you go up to the line? Here's a fierce pass rush. It's coming at your feet. How do you not think about that now?
Yeah, that's something that, you always hear about with, leg or knee injuries. That happened, especially at the quarterback position with all the chaos that happens at our feet. And what I did is I just drilled it. I would drop back, have bags thrown at my feet all off season. Coach Downing and Coach Peets, I would drop back, and every throw I'd make, they're tossing a bag at my feet, hitting me in my legs with a bag, whatever they can do to make it annoying, to where it got to the point to where I was not even noticing it, to be honest. And I think that's a key thing to do in the rehab process is, the mental state is, once you get trust and belief in it, then, hey, now let's do the football things. And I would have my boys run at me. I said, I want you to tackle Daddy's leg every time. And I'd have him run and tackle it while I threw the ball, and have Heather come up and try and trip me and things like that. So I just got used to hitting it. And honestly, I'd just sit there and hit on it, whack on it. So I just knew, I'd hit it hard and make sure, I got used to that feeling again. But, yeah, you have to train those things. As silly as it sounds, you got to do it.
Yeah. Derek Carr, Raiders, got his new contract. Marshawn Lynch is now a Raider. Now, years ago, Aaron Rodgers, who went to Cal, lobbied heavily for the Packers to go acquire Marshawn Lynch, who went to Cal. He was at Buffalo at the time, and Pete Carroll and the Seahawks went and got him. And Aaron Rodgers wanted him because Aaron knows how good he is. So I want you to take my audience into now Marshawn Lynch, tough guy. This is a guy that can carry the load. This is a guy on third down you turn and give it to. What has he added already? Like, what does he bring to a locker room?
Yeah, his tenacity, his want to. If you talk to him, there is no doubt that he's always going to run through the first guy. Just being around him, just talking to him. There's no doubt in his mind that he's going to run through people. And it's just that confidence that he carries. It just goes with him everywhere he goes. You could see it at practice. You get some of those younger linebackers fitting up on a run during OTAs and minicamp, and you could tell they're a little hesitant. Maybe, I don't know. Is he going to run me over? Does he? We don't have pads on. Who knows? With Marshawn, but it's what he brings with him. He's put it on film enough times where people know what he can do. And it's going to be a real interesting thing to watch. It's going to be fun to watch for me because I don't have to tackle him. But, if I had to, I'd do my best. I'd probably tackle his shoelace really hard. But, yeah, no, I think it's going to be really fun to watch. It's going to bring a dynamic to our team that you have to respect that downhill run on 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, who knows, 3rd and 5. With our offensive line and the push they can get, it just adds one more dimension that we can have. Throughout a football game.
Your brother David Carr, I'm told, is right behind you, and he's a wonderful guy. And when it has to be an advantage to have a smart older brother who played this position. Are there times, Derek, that there has to be times that you lean on him for stuff, right?
Oh, all the time. Ever since I got to the NFL. There isn't a situation that I've been through that he didn't go through. And so he's been there every step of the way whenever I need him to ask him a question. And the cool thing is my business manager, H. Cole, he likes to say, I've been in the NFL 12 years before I was even in the NFL myself. Right. And he's right, because I was my brother's shadow. And everything I learned from him, all the information, studying defenses, all those things, when I hit the ground running as a rookie, I didn't really feel like a rookie, to be honest. I just felt like it was the next step in my life. And I knew the game was faster and those things, and I had to experience it for myself. But from a mental standpoint, not only just the game, but how to react to certain situations and how to handle myself and carry myself through hard times and good times. I already knew how to do those things. I didn't have to learn on my own like he did. He was able to just tell me from the beginning how to do it.
Go back to your first year. Our final question with Derek Carr, live in Danville, California, and to now. I want you to compare yourself, your first NFL snap, to practice snaps now, and the depth of knowledge you have. Like, when you look at your rookie self compared to now, is it just a bigger phone book? Like, take me to that place.
Yeah, when I think of myself now, obviously, the game's a lot slower. The confidence level is very high. And sometimes too high with some of the throws I try. But, I've seen things, and there's nothing like experience. My rookie year, I turned the film on and I just see a young kid who knew what he was doing, but at the same time was just out there throwing fastballs.
Right.
Even if I made a mistake, throw it hard enough to where the DB couldn't catch it, kind of a thing. So, luckily for a rookie year, I didn't throw too many picks, but, for me, the whole deal my rookie year was I'm going to go out there, I'm going to play as hard as I can. I'm going to throw this thing as hard as I can, and I'm going to just try and make the best decision possible. Whereas I'm in a place now where I'm just playing my game. You can see the difference in demeanor with how I describe that. I'm just playing my game and doing that to the best of my ability, trying to help us win. And what's crazy is I can see every detail play out in the games now. I can see every decision, how that makes a difference throughout the game. Before I even get to it. And so I'm just playing the game more mentally, whereas my rookie year, it was all physically. Thank the Lord I can still whip it and, throw it with the best of them. But, mentally, I think is the biggest difference.
Finally, Summer League, you're a Laker fan. Have you watched Lonzo Ball? What do you think?
I love it, man. I think that, what is he, 19 years old? I think we need to give him a break a little bit. He's a 19-year-old playing a grown man's sport.
Yeah.
I think the thing that bugs me the most is they're like, oh, yeah, he has I mean, they're updating his stats every second of these summer league games. Let's not get carried away. It's summer league, give the guy a break. He's just working on his game. These are just like preseason games. And so I think that every time they pull a stat, he's at 8 points and 4 assists, and he has 5 turnovers. So it's like, okay, dude, give him a break, man. Kid's 19 playing, in the NBA, quote unquote, for the first time. Yeah. I think he's going to be all right. Every interview he does, he seems humble.
Yep.
He gives his teammates the credit. He seems like a leader. And I think those are the things that are going to bode well for him, that if he can continue to reach the level that he can probably reach and remain that humble person that he is, the sky's the limit for him.